Hello, my name is Jimmy Khalo, and class is now in session. Today, I am going to be introducing myself to the world. If you don't know me, then this is the best time for you to meet a complete stranger on the internet because I'm going to be answering random questions that I got from the internet, things that nobody asked me for, but I'll still be answering because I can. And my vibe for today is just being a sexy gay teacher because why not? Quiet at the back. I've always wanted to say that. I feel like if I do become a teacher, I'm going to be a scary teacher. So I might as well just embody that. But I don't think I'm going to be doing that in real life because a lot of students will be scared of me and I think they're going to be dropping out if I become their teacher. And I don't want that. We don't want that for their parents, okay? We want you to stay in school. No, but I feel like at some point in my life, I think I'm gonna be a teacher. I think I don't know. Maybe who knows, right? I'm open. I'm definitely open to that. So I guess let's begin. My name is Jimmy Kalo on the internet, on Spotify, on my YouTube channel, on Apple Music, everywhere except my birth certificate, except my Facebook account, because it's not my real name. It's not my real name. My real name is Kim. And I just made this persona Jimmy Kalo because I'm inspired by Lady Gaga, right? The way she structured it also, at least for me, I got mine because Jimmy, the first word, is something that I get called on. Is that right? The right term? Is that something that people used to bully me for because I have like a huge head, a huge forehead at that. I'm not sure if you can see that from here. Well, it's there. Is there anything that I can do about it? No. But I just embraced it. I just thought maybe all of the knowledge of the world is there, even though it's not. But I do want to share a lot of the things that are residing in here in this big head of mine. And then Kalo came from, it's actually a combination of the surname of Frida Kahlo, who is my favorite painter, my favorite artist of all time, and then Halo, which is a song by Beyonce, which saved me from many a dark time from the past. So I made that name from 10 years ago when I first started to dabble into music production, creating songs, writing songs, making music. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, to be honest. Like, do I know what I'm doing right now? To be honest, no. I'm not the most skilled musician out there, but it's here. I'm making music based on feeling. I love translating these human experiences into songs, and I'm happy to share that I am finishing my first album, my debut album, which is coming this October. So I hope you stick around with me as I unravel that body of work to the world. But for today, let's just take it easy. I'm going to be answering these questions, and I do hope that it gives you like a sense of who I am as an artist. So again, these are random. To be honest, like I just selected some of these because I feel like it's a vibe based on who I am as a musician, as a part of LGBTQ community, and let's see how it goes. So let's start with the first one. What are your zodiac signs? Sun, moon, and rising. So I'm a Scorpio sun. I'm not sure if that translates. I've always wanted to be mysterious, but it just doesn't translate, to be honest. And this is my attempt at becoming scary. But I'm not scary at all. I just look scary, but I'm not scary at all. My moon is Taurus, which explains why I'm a homebody. And rising is Libra. What does a Libra rising mean? So it says here that if that is your ascendant, it signifies how other what? Okay, it's wrong. So It's ruled by Venus. Libra risings are often seen as attractive, romantic, and graceful, with a natural ability to navigate social situations with tact. And apparently, that's how others would perceive me in the first impression that I make. Am I attractive? I don't think I'm known to be attractive. Am I graceful? I'm not sure I'm graceful. But I do. I'm not sure if I'm also am able to navigate social situations with tact. But are there more? I don't think this is me. Okay, what traits do they have? It has a deep connection to the ancient Roman goddess of beauty, relationships, and love that gives them a pleasant and diplomatic appearance. Okay, teacher. I might as well just embody that. Okay, teacher. Libra is a cardinal air sign. So I have water, and then I have an earth sign. Is Taurus an earth sign? And then I have an air sign. They exude social finesse and ability to navigate interpersonal dynamics. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Being social is one. I'm not good at small talks, but I think I'm okay with talking to people, I think. All right, enough about my signs. So that's me. Anyone who knows more about these signs, please tell me in the comment section. Please, I beg of you. I know about these things, but just, the regular ones that people would know. But please, feel free to analyze me. I'd love to know more. All right. What are my biggest pet peeves? People with no sense of direction when walking, to be honest, no spatial awareness, especially in malls. I hate when people are just trying, okay, unintentionally, they're clogging the line just because they don't have the spatial awareness. But please, when you're walking, don't occupy the entire space. Don't stop, at random places and then it results to some clogging of the walkways. I hate that. I think I also hate when people cut lines. I freaking hate that. I don't like it when people just, assert themselves in lines and think that, they're entitled to something. I don't know. I don't like that. I've never liked that. Okay. Do I believe in fate or free will? Honestly, a combination of both. I feel like I'm destined to be something. You know what I mean? I've always believed that I am a part of something bigger. That's one. But free will allows me to go there. You know what I mean? So if I believe in that, then what else am I going to do? Like, I don't think the universe will work for me. Like, I have to put in the work myself. So it's a combination of both. And then, what's one personality trait that I'm proud of? Am I proud of something? Maybe being a hard worker. I think that got me into where I am today because I work hard. Like, I don't stop. I'm a workaholic. If I have to work more hours than anybody would, I will do that, especially for my craft. You can't stop me from when I started to work on my craft. Do not interrupt me when I've already started working on my craft. But that's something that I'm working on because I have to pause. But if you're asking me a personality trait that I'm proud of, then that's one. All right. What's my favorite comfort food? My favorite comfort food would have to be pizza, I guess. Plant-based lasagna, and I don't know, anything potato-based. Fries. That's so American. Jesus. My God. Well, what else can I do? That's what I grew up with. All right. What's my current obsession? TV, books, skincare, whatever. My current, and I think always, I'm always going to be obsessed with Gilmore Girls. Always. Glee. I'm always going to be obsessed with that. But if something that's like very current, I'm obsessed with Renee Rapp. I love my girl down. I'm obsessed with Kiki Palmer. I'm obsessed with Books, I don't read much now, and I need to go back to reading. So I'm obsessed with my music, if that counts. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm obsessed with anything as at the moment, but Gilmore Girls for sure. I can talk about Gilmore Girls for days on out, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be talking about it in the next episodes in this series. So who knows? Okay, if what's this? What's a regret that I'm still learning to let go of? Okay, I regret not talking to people a lot. I don't think I can explain why, but one thing that advances people a lot in the world, no matter what industry you're in, is through networking. And I feel I wished I started doing that early on and that I actually did do that more often, even now. Like, because I'm so bad at small talk and I'm trying, but I feel like the connections that we have in life takes us through, many different chapters of our lives. And I feel like I don't have much of that. But again, I'm working on it. I'm letting go of it because I could always start now. But the thing is, I really wish I started early. But again, circumstances in life makes us do things in order for us to survive that specific situation. So I'm not really regretful, but it's just a reminder for myself. Okay, if I could relive one day in my life, which one would it be and why? Probably college. I feel like I never really learned a lot only because I feel I was too focused on getting that Latin award because I wanted to prove something. I wanted to prove that gay people can actually achieve something and that gay people is me. So, yeah, I wish I could study again and that I could pay attention more and that I could actually learn something. Because if you ask me if I remember anything from college, I don't. I remember the memories and the friends, but I don't remember the lessons from the books or from the subjects that I took. Okay, what's one dream or goal that I haven't told many people about? I'm not sure I wanted to share that, but it's something along the lines of, being in the entertainment industry. I want to produce a lot of shows. I think I've always wanted to have my own entertainment company. There, I said it. But yeah, I think I thrive in telling stories. I think that's where I am the best at. I mean, not skills wise, not yet, right? But I do want to tell stories, and right now I do share that through my music. But I also want to venture into film, into theater, and I guess that's something that I would love to, create more of in the coming years. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Huh. Damn it, I'm so basic. I hate to say it, but it's fries. It's fries or mojos. Damn, I'm so boring. Kiwi, I guess. I love that fruit. Maybe kiwi. I don't know. Okay, do you have weird food combos that. Why is this all about food? Do you have weird food combos that you swear are good? No, I'm not weird like that. Ask the people who are dipping their fries into their sundaes. Fries on ice cream? Really? Oh my god. Okay, what's a dish that reminds you of home? Honestly, my parents would always say that they haven't cooked me kare kare, but my memory serves me well that they actually have cooked me kare kare one time. And I feel like that's something that always reminds me of home. So, yeah, that's one. My parents haven't cooked me that in a long time. Okay, where am I now? Okay, there. What's a dish that. Oh, no, not that one. Do you believe pineapple belongs on pizza? It belongs on whatever your tongue tells you. I'm not one to judge. If you like pineapples on pizza, go ahead. If you don't like pineapples on pizza, please enjoy it without your pineapples. Whatever your tongue tells you, that is the best way to consume pizza. By all means, go ahead. Alright, do you have weird food combos that you swear? Why are these repeating? What's something you wish you could do if you can turn back time? So, is this something like the thing that I regret the most? Or did I answer this already? College, right? Oh, why am I getting this wrong? Okay, anyway. If someone made a movie about your life, who would play you? Me. What's the best compliment you've ever received? That my songs are good? Oh, one time when when I released "Amuse You," that's my first song. Uh, somebody said I sound like Lady Gaga, which made my heart flutter a lot. Like, oh my god, it's just me, you guys. How do you usually spend your weekends if you're not working? I usually spend my weekends working. Yes, on my music, on our vlogs. What's something cringe you secretly love? Huh. I love watching reality TV. I know it's not cringe for a lot of people, but for some it is. But it's not cringe for me. I actually love watching those. And honestly, like right now, I'm trying to learn Spanish and I'm watching Too Hot to Handle the Spanish version. So that kind of helps me with, some words and how it's actually being used on a regular conversation. What's your love language? Honestly, I don't believe in those, like the quality time thingamajiggy. I don't know, because it kind of isolates the other love languages that are probably like a combination of the two or things that are not listed down in that, spectrum. But for me, I love receiving. What do I want? I love receiving time, I guess. So I guess time. And I do love to give my service. That's one thing about me. I would prioritize other people before myself. Okay, what's a childhood habit that I still kind of have? Hmm, honestly, I don't know. I forgot like majority of what my childhood looks like. But if it's a habit, uh, well, I guess proving people wrong. How do I usually recharge when you're drained? I'm trying to do it now actually, and I'm doing this video to try to recharge. I'm not touching on any projects right now, so I'm doing this to feel recharged, to feel recharged. But I don't know. I think I have to find that out. I don't have an answer to that yet. What's something small that instantly boosts your mood? I don't know. Fuck, I don't know much about myself to be honest. Like I'm really trying to just navigate through life right now. But something that instantly boosts my mood, music, I guess, like good songs. Good songs that I can walk to in the streets of Ayala and strut down with my headphones on. So I put my headphones on. I love that song by Addison Rae, by the way. If you had a theme song every time you had walked into a room, what would it be? Look around everywhere you turn, is everywhere that you go. Did I say more? Okay. Okay, I think this one is about music. All right. What's the first album or song that made you fall in love with music? I don't have a recollection of that to be honest because our family is a family who enjoys karaoke a lot. So I grew up on a lot of Whitney, Mariah, which is the reason why they are my queens, and a lot of early Beyonce and Destiny's Child. And then later down the line, I think I just developed this sense of hunger for discovering new music, and I think the biggest one definitely would be Glee. That's for sure. It introduced me to a lot of songs that I haven't heard before. And then of course their renditions are like so A plus 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 plus. But I guess that's where my music knowledge comes from also. So I'm very grateful for that show. What's my guilty pleasure song? Huh. What do you consider like a guilty pleasure song? So is it something that people don't like, but I generally enjoy? Huh. I don't have this. I feel like every song is enjoyable to me. I mean, sure, not all things I would enjoy, I would like, but I love listening to music. If there's one, I'll update you guys. I'm sorry. Do you write your own music? If so, what inspires your lyrics? Yes, I write my own music, and my life inspires my lyrics. And watching people go on with their lives, actually, some parts of the album, I got some inspiration from just, how people are living their lives with the same kind of situation as I am. And then I took some bits and pieces of those as part of the narrative that I'm trying to write. So it comes from everywhere and from everyone. What's a genre of music that I secretly love but haven't tried making or singing? I honestly enjoy a good country music. I enjoy a good country album because of you, Miss Casey Musgraves. It's because of you, really. It's because of you. You're the reason why. Um, I haven't tried making a country music because I think it requires a lot of traditional instrumentation, which I don't have the talents for yet. But I do love to collaborate with somebody who knows how to make a country music, and I do have some ideas, especially about just trying to avoid not being banned in this platform, but you know what I mean. Bloody stuff. How do I deal with creative blocks? I create still. I don't know. There are times when I really can't because my body is refusing to do it, but even then, I'm continuously creating. You know what I mean? Like like for example now, right? I don't want to do anything because I'm not in the best mental health state right now, but my brain keeps on generating stuff. It keeps on creating ideas and I just write those down or type them into my phone just so I don't forget it or record something of a clip that would be a good background vocal. So I just keep on creating. I think it's a matter of honestly like having a creative block is something that people have grown to learn or accept that it's something that kind of paralyzes you, but for me it's a part of the process. And it's more a mindset if I would let that part of the process actually affect my work, and I don't want it to affect my work. So even now that I'm not in my best state, if I do think of an idea, I will just write it down. What do I think the future of music sounds like? It sounds like my music. Just kidding. I feel, and thanks to Beyonce, really, because I feel she's really pushing a lot of boundaries with the records that she's produced in the past 5 years, 6 years. Genre bending really is the future of music, and I think it's gonna come to a point where people will consider genre as just part of the whole of music, but never a rule. You know what I mean? It's gonna take a lot of time, to be honest, and that's something that I'm also trying to do with my first album. But I'm just trying to create what I love, and I think that's what the future sounds like to me, and it sounds great if it's like that. What's my favorite song to perform live or sing along to? Heated by Beyonce. You can tell I'm a big Beyonce fan. That's I love performing that. I have performed that once. It's very fun to sing. Uh I love performing a museum, my own song, just because it really brings out the energy that a crowd would need. You know what I mean? But yeah, I also love singing just in karaoke's. I mean, in my own karaoke. That's what I say because I don't like singing in karaoke's, to be honest. I dislike I actually dislike singing in karaoke just because I feel like music is something that I've been doing like every day. So being in karaoke is something that I don't want to participate in, but I would participate in the fun, like like screaming type of singing. But I love singing in my own karaoke. Saving All My Love for You, that's a fun one. Anything Mariah Carey from Emancipation of Mimi, and anything Aretha Franklin. Okay. There's more here. Which artist would you drop everything to collaborate with? Everyone would expect me to say Beyonce or Lady Gaga, so I'll skip them. Maggie Rogers, Jasmine Sullivan, Arca, Charlie XCX, Sophie, if you know, Sophie for sure. Ariana Grande, Barbara Streisand. Yeah, gay. The answers are very gay. All right, what's next? I'm getting confused. Okay, what's the most underrated song you've ever heard? My songs. Damn it. My song. Anything from Beyonce's The Gift album. The deep cuts from Ungodly Hour by Chloe and Halle. Oh, also Chloe and Halle, I would love to collaborate with. Songs from Dua Lipa's Radical Optimism. That is so misunderstood as an album. Yeah. Are you a millennial or Gen Z? I'm at the cusp. Honestly, I think there's this thing where where you despise being a part of the younger generation, so you like being a part of the older club. So that's why I would always associate myself with being a millennial. But hey, Gen Z is fun. This is the future. I'm at the cusp because I'm born 1996. What do you think of the current music industry? I think they got their priorities wrong. I'll leave it there. I think they got their priorities based on algorithms and they lose touch and sight of the future of music. That's all I can say. What is a song you wish you wrote? Easy answer here is what are you doing the rest of your life? I also wished that I wrote Bigger by Beyonce. Oh my god. Ray, you are a genius. I also wish that I wrote there's this one rock song that I truly truly love by Paramore. It's Brick by Boring Brick. I love Brick by Boring Brick. What's your go-to karaoke song and why? I think I've answered this already. What's a music-related goal you're secretly working toward? I don't know. I need to finish my album first, you guys, and then eventually we'll win some. Okay. Do you remember the first concert you ever went to? No. I don't know. Do I remember? See, I'm like Dory. I have a I have a terrible, terrible time remembering stuff. What's my most unforgettable performance or music related memory? The release of Beyonce by Beyonce? That's one. The first time I released a song? That's one. First time I performed in a club? That's one. Why do I keep on combing my hair with this? Actually, it feels okay. All right. What do you prefer performing, writing, producing, and why? I think the thing about me is that when I produce music, I always think of how it's going to be performed live. I think other artists have said that many times also, but That's inherent if you want to perform and if you produce your own stuff. You think of how it's going to be performed live. So there are songs that you create with an arena in mind, or a stadium in mind, or a venue in mind, or a vibe in mind, like a setting in mind, right? Like whether it's outdoors or an indoor type of venue. That's what I always think. But I do, if I'm just going to be choosing among the three, I love to perform for sure. Like I think the whole production and writing side, I can always collaborate with people. But when I perform, when I put on my own shows in the future, I love to be in charge. And I think that's something that I do find sacred, because I think as a person, my goal is to make people happy and to entertain people. And with my medium, I hope I could get to do that in the future. All right. What's a song that never fails to hype you up? Well, aside from Halo by Beyonce, anything by Madonna, really. Ray of Light, that album. It's really good. Who's a lesser known artist more people need to hear? This one. This one. Yes. This one on your screen. I have 4 songs out, an album coming out. You better pay attention. Okay. Okay, some random questions that I feel are a little, based on the description here, is a little spicy. Let's see. First gay crush that unlocked your inner beast. Chris Evans for sure. That Fantastic Four movie, and you know which scene I'm talking about. Jesus Christ, a look you wore that made you feel like a problem. I don't think I'm there yet. Although whenever I attend parties, I feel like I'm the one who's always dressed differently. So I'm always a problem whenever I attend company events. What's sexier, mystery, honesty, or danger? Oh, that's my phone. A lot of people would say mystery is sexy. I sometimes do too, because I want to keep some parts of myself a mystery to others, because not because I want it to be sexy, but because I just want to, I want a semblance of privacy at the end of the day. But I feel like honesty is always going to be sexy, like tell me truth, tell me stuff, tell me what you want to do, tell me things. And I think knowing is something that would allow you to just, navigate your world better. You know what I mean? Last time you felt like the room belonged to you. Oh, the first time I performed for sure. Which you can watch, by the way. I have some videos in here. What would your ex say your brand is? Oh, no, please. I'm not sure if that's the right person to ask. Controlling? Jesus. Don't worry, guys. I'm working on that. I have a song about it, actually. It's going to be on the album, so watch out. It's the first song. What pop star would you body swap with for a week, and why? By body swap, meaning like just get their body. That's interesting. Shawn Mendes. That's the body goal. I mean, look at my lanky self right now. I want that kind of body. Which of your red flags would you defend to the grave? You see, I'm thinking of different red flags, I think, but I think this one comes to mind because I feel it also affects the kind of work that I do. So it's still the control. It's the control. I don't think I can let go of that all the time, especially if we're talking about my craft. I will defend things. But I would also be compromising, that's for sure. But I would defend my stuff first before I compromise. Okay. What's one lyric you wrote that even you were scared of? Oh, there. I have this song called Autopilot. So it's, I mean, as the name suggests, right? So it's like you're operating in default. And I wrote something which says, I think it's no one by my side to confide to. With all my demons and my secrets, I got lied to, and I got nothing for myself, and I'm someone too. Yeah, I slip too. I get tired too, and I cry too. There, I'm so scared of that lyric because I think that that's a moment of vulnerability for us girlies. But I had to write it because that's what I felt during the time, and that's one of my favorite songs on the album. How does queerness sound in your music? It's fluid. I think that's how I would describe the album, really. And even the album cover has some fluidity to it, which I'm very excited to share to the world. It's just that I don't want to share the album cover until the album is done. I feel like it's a disservice to people if I get to share the album cover and then I ended up not finishing the album. Like, I don't like that. I don't, I don't want false promises. So I'm gonna have to like wait because I'm just a few songs down until it's done. But it's fluidity. I think queerness in my music speaks a lot when it comes to how fluid I become when it comes to my music because I explore a lot of different sounds. What part of process is pure chaos but it works? My process is pure chaos. God damn. I don't have a structure, to be honest. That's chaos, but it works. I mean, it does make me crazy a lot of times, but I don't have a structure. Like, when do I record? When my voice is okay? When do I finish a production of a song? When I feel like the creatives are there? When I have enough juices to actually squeeze? So I don't have like a proper structure to it, which I think is how albums are supposed to be made. But it works. I mean, the structure is there when it comes to, the process of editing. I recently run into like a quote from Tyler the Creator, which says, "Create like a child and edit like a scientist," which is pretty much what I do. I create whenever I feel like it, which is like a child. I create, based on what I think would look good on a piece of paper, drawing and drawing and drawing until something looks good, and then I edit, like a mad scientist. What's something you believe about art that most people would cancel you for? All right. I don't think this is. I don't think this constitutes being canceled or anything. I don't know. But a lot of art is overpriced there. And I'm not saying that about, up and coming artists, painters, dancers, singers. Some are overpriced and not even consummate to. Is that the right word? It's not the right word. Or it's not even like at par with the quality that they're delivering there. And it's not the artist's fault, I think, a lot of times. It's the big machinery. It's the big machineries that are at fault sometimes. Okay. What's the moment in a performance when you feel unapologetically divine? Oh, when I did I call them lunges, but apparently it's wrong. But half squats, is that it? Basically, what Madonna did in music during her performance. Yeah, basically when I did the squats, so I did 12 of that. So like, I felt divine doing that because my legs are very strong. And yeah, I love that moment a lot because people were hyping me up when I was doing it. So yeah. And we've made it. Now it's 40 minutes. And thank you for sticking around if you made it till the end. I hope you get to know more about me because I don't usually do this. But I do want to talk a lot more about different things, so I hope you stick around. My new song is out, Only Make Love. I have 4 songs out right now, which are all going to be a part of the album. I'm very excited about this work, but in the meantime, let me just cure my head. Let me rest. Let me take care of myself first, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Toodles.